Hi, Ari the Real Estate Guy here. I recently teamed up with FASTTrackr AI and we collaborated to develop Stella, the AI personal admin for real estate professionals. Now, you might be wondering, what is all this talk about AI and how am I going to integrate this with my real estate business? Let me show you exactly what we came up with and how it can actually streamline your day-to-day mundane tasks that everybody's sick of having to handle, but it's just part of the business. So let me show you how I use her on a day-to-day basis. I use her daily for drafting and replying to emails. I'll give you an example. I'll open her up in either iMessage or, in this case, I'm using WhatsApp. You can either type a message to her or you could prompt her with the talk to text, which is what I usually like to do when I'm on the go. So I will tell her something like, "Hey Stella, can you please draft an email for me for Richard? Let him know to leave the key in the lockbox for 55 Carpenter." So just like that, she typed in and translated the message that I spoke to her. And now she's going to draft the email for me and put it in my drafts folder. Okay, let me show you what she created. So she created this email and put it in my drafts. And that's it. Very simple. Another way that I use Stella is I either can have her prepare a list of to-dos for me, or I could set her up to create a reminder for me. So I'll give you an example. Can you set a reminder in 5 minutes to pay for my parking? Okay. So we'll check back in 5 minutes and see if she actually gives me a reminder. Another way I use Stella is for her to sync my Google Calendar. This way she can actually see what I have for my current appointments and give me reminders throughout the day. And she'll make sure that I don't have any overlapping appointments. I'll give you an example. Can you set up an appointment for me tomorrow at 3 p.m. to show Steven the house in Norwalk? Okay, this is what she typed. All right, so it looks like there's an overlapping appointment. At 3 p.m. tomorrow I have to pick up the kids. Can we do 12 p.m. instead? And since she's live on my calendar, I won't have any overlapping appointments. All right, and just like that, we are scheduled in. And just to confirm, I will show you my Google Calendar. Okay, just entered. Now, if you're like me, once you're finished meeting with your clients, you're going to want to take some kind of notes. I use Stella to actually take voice notes. I'll give you an example. Rather than doing a talk to text or typing these notes myself, I will just simply record a voice memo and I'll send it to Stella. She'll transcribe it and save it into my notes for me. I'll give you an example. Can you save this note into my Notions account? I just met with Ken. We took a tour of the Norwalk property and he wasn't too happy about it being a 2-bedroom. He actually wanted to see something a little larger, maybe 3-bedroom, and something that had an attached garage. So when we get back to the office, I would like to revise our search and send him a new set of email properties with the new criteria. I saved this voice memo as an actual recording. And just like that, Stella's going to transcribe this for me. Now, if you're a real estate professional, this is something that's going to be of great use to you. Have you ever got a listing and the moment you go to write that listing description, you have writer's block? This happens to me all the time. I use Stella to write my listing descriptions for me. Oh, and before I do, take a look. She just sent me a reminder that I got to pay for parking. This was the reminder that I set up 5 minutes ago, and she just reminded me. So she is a true personal admin. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Can you write a listing description for me for a property located at 55 Carpenter, Unit C in Mount Kisco, New York? So you never have to struggle again with having the exact words to say inside your listing description. Stella will take care of that for you. So this is the information she's writing for my listing here. Amazing, right? Okay, check out this cool trick. I've used Stella to prepare rental comps for my client so that they can quickly get an idea what the typical rental range is out there. And as you know, not all of the MLS will provide a good typical rental range because a lot of rentals happen outside of the MLS, and you'll see those rental histories posted on public websites. So rather than scrolling through that, I'll have Stella do it for me. So watch this. Can you prepare rental comparables for what a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment will go for in Norwalk, Connecticut, and put that in my drafts folder? Also, check against what rentals have been going for in the past 12 months. Okay. So this is what she's found. So with this information here, I could simply just send this directly to my client. Then they could gauge if this property that they're speculating is actually worth purchasing. Now I've saved one of the best features for last, and that Stella has a built-in CRM. And with this, you could just simply prompt her to just enter in your client's information, and she'll store it into the database. And let me show you how that works. Can you add this client to my CRM? His name is Patrick Smith. His phone number is 212-555-1212. His email is patricksmith@gmail.com. And can you add in the notes that we met at Starbucks and we're talking about the idea of possibly selling his house in Stamford, Connecticut? Okay. Okay, so take a look. Stella added Patrick Smith, just like we dictated, and he's all right here. Now Stella can integrate to Zapier or Make.com to provide a host of unlimited integrations and automations for you. If you want to connect her to your other CRMs, or if you want to trigger her to simply write a contract for you with your client's information the moment you onboard them, Stella can do that. So if you found this software helpful, I will provide you a link where you could download it for free and try it out for yourself. And if you found this video helpful, I encourage you to go visit my YouTube channel and subscribe so you could get weekly updates when I release tutorial videos and tips and tricks on how to use Stella for your day-to-day workflow. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.